Hello and welcome to another update video about ADA. So we take a look at that. We nearly reached my target here after my last video. This wave B target area between 48.4 and 49.1 cents. I think we came all the way up to 48.2. So 0.2 of a cent still missing. So this could obviously already mean that we've reached the area and we're already turning down. But at the moment, we just simply don't have any evidence for that. And because we have not yet reached the ideal area, I'm not ruling out that we could climb a little bit higher in this B wave. Yeah. So there is a bullish and a bearish count at the moment. This next decline here that will follow, maybe already now, but there could be some short-term upside before we come down, but it ideally wouldn't be lots. So here, the next move down will split the bullish and the bearish scenarios. We talked about that. So far, we had confluence between both scenarios. Anybody who's been watching my videos knows that. That allowed me to buy down here at around 44.5 cents and sell at 50.5 because these are often the things I'm looking out for, where you have in both the bullish and the bearish count very similar wave counts, or at least short-term very similar movements that are expected. Here, this was the case here with ADA, where we moved up in 5 waves, expected a decline here, especially after breaking below the ascending trend line. Happened, then a reversal here. Happened, then a reversal here. Well, we missed it by 0.2 of a cent, but I think that was still quite accurate. But again, I wouldn't rule out that we go still a little bit higher here in this B wave, okay? This is absolutely possible. So it could become a WXY, which means we have the W here, the XY, the X here, and then a Y wave, again in 3 waves, A, B, C. So this could still get into this area. But ideally we stay in this scenario below 49.1 cents and will come down. As I said to you in the previous video, the 48 cent level is a key resistance level anyway. So we already bounced off from that. But at the moment, I'm lacking any evidence that the wave B is already complete. It's not confirmed. Yeah, so very simple. So even though it's increasing here in strength to the downside, but unfortunately due to the lack in structure here, there isn't really that kind of breakout point that you want to see. I mean, we're looking at micro counting here anyway, but if we zoom in, go to the lower level wave count, it's probably here, the 47.1 cent level. If we break below this, it would indicate further downside. It would indicate the wave B is already in. So in the bullish count, we would now expect a wave C to the downside. Oops, let me actually go. And that would unfold in 5 waves. So unless we see 5 waves down now, which would be obviously split into subwaves. So, I mean, if we look at the wave C, it would be a 5-wave move. But the wave 1 in itself would be a 5-wave move. So, I always would try to wait to get clarity for the wave 1 to finish, and then the wave 2 retracement, making a lower high. That would also be a very good indication that we're heading down, okay? So just in terms of that. But here again, the bullish and the bearish count will diverge from here. Well, not from here yet, but depending on how low we are going to go. Because in the bullish count, let's just for now assume the high is in this wave B. I'm still open to the idea it will go higher, but to calculate now a price target, we can, let's just assume it might be in. But here we take the length of the wave 1 there to the upside, and look at the retracement level. So in the bullish scenario, we ideally don't want this to drop below, ideally not below 44.3 cents, because that's a 78.6% fib level. Below that, it will always start to get unrealistic. But we need to account for the situation that the wave A was already quite long. So I would allow it to come down to 43.4 cents and still maintain this scenario. If we drop below 43.4 cents, my view is we may also lose the key level here, the 42 cent level, and then probably also make a lower low. So below 43.4 cents, I would be in favor of the bearish count. depending on the structure, of course. But this is what I'd be looking at. So again, I'm just putting that target now on the chart, but we need to be aware. Maybe we even go down that low, because in theory it could come down that low. But we need to be aware that it's generally a very weak chart. Okay, so we'll see how this is now turning out. So more upside possible. Yeah, if we break above 48.2 cents, we could go all the way up to 49.1. But here I would ideally want to see that wave B finish. Yeah, ideally. It could have obviously go higher, but this is sort of the level that I think it should be restricted, ideally. And now we're looking at the bearish count, because I said they diverge from here. So if we look at the ADA bearish count, then what you can see is that here we also made this 3-wave move up. So it could very well be, again, that's finished, but here we had confluence. We talked about either a wave B to the upside in the bullish count or a wave 2 to the upside in the bearish count. We would now expect a move down, like on the bullish chart. But here again, if we drop here in the bearish count, we would now be in a wave 3 and should see a very strong sell-off. If we now see a very strong decline, a very impulsive decline, it would indicate that we are actually in the wave 3. But we won't really know the difference, I guess, until we really drop below that 43.4 cent level. So important level, yeah. And then of course, a key breakout point would obviously be that low here from the wave 1, the 42.4 cent level. If we go below that level, it will of course invalidate the bullish count here, the particular lower time frame bullish count at least, yeah. And it will just get very unrealistic to maintain the overall bullish count as well. Okay, and that's my update about ADA. So hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then please check out the channel membership. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye bye.